Today I'm going to show you guys a little trick. Boiled some really hot water. When you get these power steering nylon rings, take your hook out, hook pick, scoop it out, find a tapered punch, and then you slide it down to stretch it. Might have to sit a little bit longer. Once we get it stretched out, we can fit it over the line, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Now we got it stretched out, we can slide it off. And this thing will shrink pretty quick, but now we can fit it over our power steering line. And what I'll do is I'll just take my fingernail and chase the threads with my fingernail and work the nylon ring on to the base of the power steering line. Okay, so now that it's all in position, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna let it sit there for a second, cool down, and that's going to shrink it, and then we can fit it onto the pump. .82540 by Dorman. Pretty much every single Ford uses them, so we've never used a small one, but the big ones all the time. Cool Tuesday.
Yeah.
What up, Jet the man? Let's see what's happening. All right, so I see this coolant pressure test gauge set. You got some different adapters now. This is one, what, universal adapter for everything? And I see you sell the kits separately, so we've been having problems with the other ones. I have with one of them, but I mean, what's the deal here?
That is just Redline's version.
Okay.
So same company that does the smoke machine. They had this adapter kit that you could use with your Cornwall, your Matco, your Snap-on, your Mac. They're all like this. I believe all of them are made by Marvac. So
yeah, I got this one. Love this one because of the heavy knurling here on this blue aluminum. But I have noticed some sealing issues with this one where it like loses pressure. Don't know what it is, but I've took one out of the ATD kit that Shane has that he got from you, and it sealed it up fine. So I'm just wondering if the gasket's just kind of gotten worn out over time.
It might be. I mean, these are all a pretty heavy duty, which are good quality. Like I said, Marvac was making them for everybody, for Matco, for Cornwall, for Mac.
Yeah, but for 4 years, 4 years of pressure use, you know, I'm sure that they wear out like anything else.
So you look at this and you look at that one. That is probably another one that the pump assemblies look the same, just different anodized.
Redline?
Those are Redline, yeah, like the smoke machine. So Redline just doesn't do the adapters. They feel that they're universal, which what's in here is what's in this kit.
Right, and it'll work.
So it's a simple one. Yeah, some guys, that's a love-hate.
Right.
I personally like these styles still. We're each individual, but this gets very expensive.
Gotcha.
The adapter kit, when you buy it, the Marvac one, it's over $400 now.
Okay.
And it's still not covering every single car. So that's been the kind of complaint from them.
Gotcha. What's the latest? What's the greatest?
Oh, you want to see? It's one simple, silly thing.
All right, I'm all about the silly.
It's not brand new either. It's been out for a little while, but that customer's like, come on, bro, get one of those, get one of those. And I'm like, that's really dumb, and it's great for your child that they're going to lose a $43 4-inch plier.
No, you know, I know so many guys talked about these baby things, man. I could never, look, I didn't think I'd buy the other pair that I had gotten. It's a little bit bigger.
I see no point in
those ones.
Now these I love because they're a true Cobra plier.
And they get into tight spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some reservations behind this too because it's so small with the... But you know what? The thinness of the head was the only thing that trapped me because on the Ford 6-liter, it has a little tiny ground strap, and I've shaved a couple of wrenches down just to try to get a bite. And if this can even just get underneath there to get the bite, then I guess pays itself in the end.
This, I like the thinness. I don't mind that it doesn't have the coating on it. What bothered me was...
Yeah. Janky.
And I'm sure guys will say, well, when you get in a spot and you're biting down on it, it's not going to slip. It's designed so that it won't slip down. It just didn't seem like Nip-X to me.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know. I feel like they could have done a button too.
Yeah.
You know, so... And just like, I don't know, that's just not a Cobra plier to me.
You know who's going to buy those? The same guys that buy the damn plastic zip tie cutters. Oh, that was me! I haven't used them yet, but I got them.
That was a big request on the Marine base, man.
Was it really?
They ate them up like crazy too, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you bought the flush cuts though.
Yeah.
No, you bought Nip-X flush cuts, okay? They're like dikes. The ones that you just bought last week.
No. I didn't buy the flush cuts. I bought the fur plastic.
Those are a flush cut though for plastic.
Okay, yeah.
No, so the guys on the Marine base have bought some that were a ratcheting zip tie with cutter. So you put the zip tie into it and pull it, and I'm like,
that thing's so a lot of guys, what was it, 6 years back, were talking about those things when they first came out, and I thought it was the most gimmicky, most stupidest thing I had ever seen.
Yeah,
no joke.
I thought that they were super silly, and then I had 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then a total of 5 guys all at one stop on the base. Civilians that are like, can you get us these?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand for what, but sure. If you really, really want them, and you guys have done the research and you want them, I think they're silly, and I would buy a pair of the Nip-X flush cuts and pull the zip tie like this. I guess in certain spots where it's tight, you can loop it around and then pull the trigger, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's another one of those tools to me. It's one just to say like, oh, I have a zip cutting tool.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet.
Let me check that thing out.
Yeah, that's cool.
What else we got? Let's see what's here in the land of forgotten. I always forget that we have things up here.
It's not forgotten.
You know, but I mean, it's kind of hidden. Like if you're tall, you know, but let's just take a peek.
Seen, but not a lot of purchases.
Yeah. Well, like this spark plug hole thread chaser made by Liesel. So I have a thread hole chaser for O2s, and I think maybe for spark plugs. But to be honest, I haven't had the testicular fortitude to try it out ever since Mike got his extractor stuck down in the chamber and tried to rethread it. And we ended up having to do a head job that the customer didn't want to do anyway. So I'm a little reluctant behind that. If the plug is done and then in a Triton and there's no special tool for it, I'm not trying to get that jammed down into somebody's cylinder, but that's just me.
No, I don't particularly care for that one. That's fine, you can use it on O2 sensors, but it's too bulky around the edge.
I mean, if the head was completely out of the vehicle, that would be one thing if you wanted to fix up some threads on the head.
No, you know what? I saw a cool one that I'll see if I can grab hold of it and I'll bring it to show you next week, that I thought was a cool design that took off of that. So it's just the 14 by 125 on one side. It's rounded so that it's only, say, maybe 15, 5, 16. So it would fit down in the holes easily. It has a 3/8 square in the top of it. So getting it stuck down in the hole wouldn't be that, and I just think you would have a little more control over it by just going
back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth. I don't think that, I think it's a much better design than that one. That was great when it came out, but it's big, it's bulky, it doesn't fit down, and spark plug tooth seals very well.
Right.
So you've got to worry about that.
We're gonna go ahead and get going here, but Jeff, before we do, October flyer yet?
Not yet. Oh.
And the wife has been actually begging me to ask you about Jeff's bacon sriracha jerky, because now that's all out on Amazon. She's like, go tell your guy to start carrying it.
Last week?
No, because you said you didn't have any. You'll look around your boxes, you'll try to find some. You might have forgot to pack it.
I swear that
she's like, get me that bacon. And I said, okay, I'll ask.
Oh, once again, I'm a failure.
Guys, see, this is what happened last week. He said, I swear I got a box of it. I'll remember to pack it on the truck.
No, I had bacon jerky that somebody must have bought it within the
That's what I would say too if I forgot. That's what I would say too if I forgot it at the house.
Oh,
wow.
no.
See, and I can't even get it anywhere else. That's the sad part. I'm literally begging this man to take my money.
You see how much jerky's left? That means I'll have to do it.
But she wants the bacon.
I can do the bacon jerky.
Get a whole box.
We have to start getting 15 bags
what
at
is
a
it?
time.
Is it $100 for a box? I might as well just have you get a box.
I had to look because the bacon jerky is like another 22 cents more than all the other jerky.
Of course.
For whatever
Well, you let me
reason.
know how much a box costs because I think that's the direction that we're gonna go. All right, hang on 1 second.
Oh, so it's not a tech edge for October, but with Noah's truck getting up and started, we're using another tool company as well. So we got 200 of these that are a quarterly flyer. So it'll have prices on 90% of the stuff in there, and it's good October through December on it. So take a look at that, and then I should have October's in a tech edge next week for you.
Cool. So Cool Tool Web 4 times a year. We'll have to check that out. All right, brother man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Get on that jerky. And this is the wrong hand, but I'm holding with the other one. Make sure you guys thank Jeff by smashing the thumbs up button because it not only helps us, it helps him because he likes to see that you guys like this too.
All right, thanks guys. Have a great one.
Follow him on Instagram. Put his Instagram link down in the description for you guys. See you back at the house.
What's going on, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. All right, so Cool Tool Tuesday over with. We did pick up a new catalog, a quarterly flyer, Tool Web. We'll be sure to check that out at some point in time. Hopefully you guys got a chance to hear me as good as you could when it came to how to fit a nylon O-ring for Dorman. So those of you that work on Fords or GMs, you might notice on the power steering line that there's a nylon ring. And if there's not, it's usually chewed up or it fell off, and that's usually what leaks if the line's not leaking. So when you go to install this, you're gonna notice that it doesn't quite fit over the threads, but it's definitely the diameter that you need that goes on the base of that. And how you did that was basically using a tapered punch, move it on down to size, but you can't just do it right out the box. You gotta heat it up. So I usually set the microwave for about 5 minutes. Hopefully you guys caught that. Let it sit there in the hot boiling water for a little while. And then I take a hook pick, scoop it on out of the cup, slide it on down, and then immediately slide it off and right onto the actual fitting itself, using my fingernail to work it around to the base. Give it a moment or so to cool down, and it'll actually re-shrink itself. Don't believe me? Try it out. Boil it up, slide it on over your tapered punch, pull it off, set it down, and then see how far down the tapered punch it goes. It will shrink, okay? Plastic does shrink up in cold and expand when it's hot, etc., etc. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick little tech tip. Cool to see Jeff today. Unfortunately, he did not have any bacon jerky, but it is what it is. We'll get price quotes on how much a box full of bacon jerky costs. We got a new catalog to look at here, hopefully in the near future. We'll flip through that, see what we see as far as deals or tools that I might have utilized throughout my career at the dealership as well as the independent shop, and I can tell you guys which ones that I've used that have held up over time the best that I can, okay? I've not used everything. Some things will get different product reviews than others. Some people review it right away and just say, yeah, great product, great shipping, etc. The other ones that actually are using it will give you a more detailed description. So anytime you're on Amazon, anytime you're on any kind of tool forum page, be sure to actually read through some of the stuff because some guys are just real quick to say, yeah, it's good. Other guys will go into full detail of any kind of quirks that they might have run into along the way. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the content lately and that you like seeing me work on stuff. No, I cannot do how-to repair videos. It's not within my time frame as far as shop management and vehicle management is concerned. I have a job to do. That comes first. This is more for fun. I don't mind showing you guys some B-roll or some different angles of some different clips. In fact, I got a video that I'm planning on putting together for you guys. We'll call it Ranger Up, right? Because I got the cylinder head back for the Ford Ranger. I started putting it back together. But again, it's not really like a how-to. It's more or less just me showing you guys that everything is going back together. And if you catch something in there that helps you with your Ford Ranger, I'm happy. If you just like watching me wrench, then I'm happy. But overall, hopefully there's some kind of takeaway from it, and then we can incorporate it into some kind of topic like we typically do. That's what I have time to do, okay? I don't own my own shop. I can't just freely record and discuss everything. So I'll try to share with you tips and tricks along the way throughout the video series as they unfold themselves. But you guys really want to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe, because you never know what video I'm gonna post. And each video I try to incorporate a little something for you guys. I'm not the best at actually titling a video, okay, because they are not repair videos, But if you are following along and you are watching the videos that I'm dropping as I'm dropping them, you're gonna see some pretty intricate things. Maybe you might learn something along the way. I hope you do. When I drop this new video post, I think I'll entitle it something like Ranger Up. We got the cylinder head back. I started putting it together. I just let the camera roll, try to get different angles for you. But at the end of the day, it's not really like a how-to. It's more or less just me showing you guys the process of putting the cylinder head back together before Jeff came today. So I've almost got it pretty much all put back together for the exception of the belt, the fan shroud, the fan, and then after that it's all about fluids and then fire up. So I should be ready sometime tomorrow morning to fire it up and get it out and then move on to the next project. We still haven't received the 6-liter cylinder head back from the machine shop yet. Hopefully within the next couple days. I still haven't received the transmission for the Jeep Wrangler that I'm supposed to do yet. Hopefully no later than next week. By Wednesday we'll get that. Slowly but surely I'll have most of my magnetic trays back, so that's always a plus. So we're pretty much almost done with 2 heavy line projects. Still have 1 in the balance, 1 for the future that we already are aware of. Hopefully I can get the cylinder head job done before we jump on over to the transmission, because Lord knows what the following week is going to bring. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks as always for watching. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. Again, make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you can see some of the things as they unfold, and smash the thumbs up button for me, for Jeff, for whoever you want to, but for God's sake, smash that thumbs up button. We'll see you guys next time. Share if you want to share. Cheers and deuces.